Good morning, class. Mhm. How are you today, everyone? Is everybody full and alive? That is good to hear from you. Glory to God, I'm also fine. Okay, now, everyone, kindly stand up as we begin our class with a prayer. Can you lead the prayer, Luluma? Okay. Amen. It seems that you are not 100% energized today, so let's do some exercises. So I will play a video and you'll just to follow the step, okay?
Healthy music for a child's heart, body, and mind.
Move with Me from the award-winning CD Children Love to Sing and Dance by The Learning Station.
Shake one leg to the left. Move with me, and shake the other to the right. Move with me. Everybody's exercising, everybody's feeling good. Everybody's exercising, everybody should. Wiggle your shoulders back and forth. Move with me. Wiggle your shoulders down to the floor. Move with me. Everybody's exercising, everybody's feeling good. Everybody's exercising, everybody should. Stretch your arms up to the sky. Move with me. Bend down low and touch your toes. Move with me. Everybody's exercising, everybody's feeling good. Everybody's exercising, everybody should. Kick your feet and keep them low. Move with me. Now kick your feet up very high. Move with me. Everybody's exercising, everybody's feeling good. Everybody's exercising, everybody should. Jumping forward and side to side. Move with me. Jump on back, give one foot a try. Move with me. Everybody's exercising, everybody's feeling good. Everybody's exercising, everybody should. Jog in place, nice and slow. Move with me. Jog real fast and watch us go. Move with me. Everybody's exercising, everybody's feeling good. Everybody's exercising, everybody should. Shake, exercising, wiggle, exercising, stretch, exercising, kick, exercising, jump, exercising, jog, exercising. Now everybody rest.
Now, let's have your attendance class. So, kindly raise your right hand and say present if you hear your name. Okay? Abu Bakar. Okay. Adam. Okay. Adab. Okay, very good class. Everyone is here. So, now, we will not start our class if our surrounding is messy and noisy. So, kindly arrange your chair, clear your desk, pick up those tiny pieces of trash that you can see around you, and lastly, sit properly. Okay? Class, now, I want you to be reminded about our classroom rules. First, always be kind, not just to me, but also to your classmate. Then be always respectful. Okay? Then raise your hand to speak. Yung right hand nyo. When you are going to speak or you're going to answer. Then, ask questions. Don't be shy to your teacher. Okay? Then listen carefully. Help each other. Learn from mistakes. Work quietly. And play safely. Huh? Always be careful. Always do your best. Now, everyone, I remember that we have an assignment. Pass your answered assignment in your front without standing. And let's check your works. Okay? Done! Now, what lesson did we discuss last meeting? I will be glad if someone in the class can see it loud. Okay, kay Rama? Thank you, and you may take your seat. So, our lesson last meeting was all about chemical reaction. Did you understand our lesson about that? Okay, because we will proceed to our new lesson, which is related to our previous lesson. So, before that, I have prepared here a picture, and you need to give an interpretation of what is it. Okay, so here's the first picture. What is it, class? And what is your interpretation about this picture? Yes, very good. It's an ice cube. Ice cube is melting. How about the second picture? Crushing a can. Yes, that's right. It's crushing a can by using your hand. Next. Yes, very good. It's fire. That's right. Yes, that is rooted fruits or bulok na prutas. Now, since you're done interpreting the picture I have shown you, now I'm going to ask you class a questions. What is your observation on the first and second pictures? So raise your hand if you want to answer. Okay, Irene? Yes, that's right. Very good. Yes, there is a changes of appearance of the object. As we can see in the first picture, the ice cube is melting and turns to liquid. So furthermore, new chemical substances are created. Diba? It's still in water, but it becomes a liquid. And here the molecular composition of ice and water remains unaffected. Same with the crushing the can, just the appearance change. Now, second is, what does the two picture represent? Juhaima. Yes, that's right. Third question is, what comes in your mind when you see the third picture? Okay, Faisa. That's good, Faisa. In third picture, we see class the burning of wood. So what will happen to the wood after burning? Yeah, become ashes. So yes, it will transform to ashes and new substance as new substance is formed. So during burning, on the other hand, yung fourth picture is rooted fruits, which is there is an enzymatic reaction that causes molecules to change when rooting. So this is and also the color changes, which indicates that chemical reactions has taken place. So now the last question, what does the fourth picture represent? Isa, yes. Very good. It's chemical reaction. Now, the term we use to call to the changes in the size or form of matter are example of physical change. So, physical change class include transition from one state to another, such as from solid to liquid or liquid to gas. So like cutting, bending, dissolving, freezing, and boiling, and melting. So there are just some of the example of physical change. And yung changes naman of materials into another new substance, new materials with different properties and one of more than one new substance are formed is called chemical change. So this is the result when a substance combines with another form a new substance. So synthesis or either decomposes for form more substance. So what do you think we called when we cut a paper? Okay, when we cut a twist or twist or fold a paper, only its physical property changes and there is no composition change. Therefore, ito ay physical change. How about an explosion of fireworks? Fariha? Yes, very good. That is good and point answer from you, Fariha. So explosion of fire is a chemical change. So now let's proceed to our discussion. So our lesson objectives for today are, everybody read? Okay, these are our objectives for today's lesson. Now, changes in matter. Do you know what is matter, class? Okay. Yes, that's right. Anything that occupies space and possesses a rays of mass. So, especially as distinct from energy. So, matter can change in many ways in the activity. So, you found out that cutting a paper changes its size. So, that ice cube naman is melted and changed back into water. So those when there are changes in material, size, shape, and taste without changes in its composition or identity, so the material undergoes a physical change. You understand? Okay. From the third and last pic naman, we can see that chemical change occurs when a substance or a material composition is changed as it reacts to another substance, so forming completely a new substance. So physical change. Since physical change only involves changes in the physical form or piece of matter, it does not involve a chemical reaction. So it is really a reversible change, class. That is, by reversing the process, the original substance can be obtained. So therefore, class, no new material is formed. So it's only the original properties of the substance remain the same. So some of example of physical change. Everybody read. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's right. These are the example of physical change. The crumpling of sheet of aluminum foil, which is kahit we crump already the aluminum foil, it's still an aluminum. There is no new substance form. Then melting an ice cube, like the example earlier, it's still a water. There is no new substance. Then boiling water, tsaka shredding of paper. So kahit na kinakat na siya or na-shred na yung paper, it's still a paper. How does heat cause physical change, class? Yes, Inshera? Yes, it's evaporation. You have learned that matter is composed of particles called molecules. Heat, which is energy in transit, affects the movement of molecules or the kinetic energy of the molecules. So that is as the molecules energy of the molecules that is as the molecules receive heat, they move faster and farther apart, breaking the molecular bands that hold them together, leading to a phase changes. So kaya nagiging physical change niya. Change na siya. So, di ba, pag nakikita natin na pag nagbo-boil tayo ng water, or kung nakita nyo yung mother nyo na nagbo-boil ng water, class, nakita natin na lumiliit yung water because of the molecules move faster and farther apart. Kaya nag-i-evaporate yung water at kumukunti na lang yung water na nagtitira while is it boiling. Do you understand? So, this is the figure, the example of the physical change with the heat. Yeah. So kinetic energy of molecules, this changes the piece or form of matter, that is physical change. So sa figure 2.3 nakita natin, no? So sa figure na ito, we notice that as more heat or red arrows is added or perceived by the molecules of ice, the space occupied by the molecules increase gas bands that hold them break. So ito yung dahilan kaya nag-i-evaporate yung water. So on the other hand, molecules clump when heat is removed. And there is a kinetic energy decrease. So, and the bands that hold them reform as shown in figure kanina. So, sa figure na to. So, and this reverse process or yung blue arrows naman na nakikita nyo dito, okay? So, this blue arrows take place when water, vapor, or gas changes back to water or liquid. Di ba pag papakulo tayo, there would be a droplets in the top sa takip ng kaldero, hindi kaya. So that is the gas. Pag evaporate ng gas, then it will become water again. So this is an example of physical change. Now, in some cases, dito, leaves covered with frost. So, when the environment temperature is very cold class or below 0 degrees Celsius, water vapor or gas will instantly turn to ice or solid without passing its liquid state. Kasi nga dahil sa sobrang lamig, nagiging solid ito. So, this is called deposition. So, yung ice crystals or frost like this are formed through deposition in countries or areas experiencing winter like sa USA or sa Canada. So take a look sa leaves, diba? Covered with frost as shown in this figure. So deposition is also used in making dry ice. So dry ice, pellets, cubes are artificially formed when carbon dioxide, a kind of gas, is placed in a very cold chamber or a machine like sa ref. So in contrast to deposition naman is yung sublimation. So itong sublimation na to, it happens when a material becomes a gas without passing the liquid state. So are you familiar with naphthalene balls class, commonly known as the mothballs class? So, itong naphthalene bowl, so ganito yung itsura niya. So, ito yung nilalagay sa damit ng mga mother natin. Ewan ko lang kung nagagamit pa siya ngayon, but my mother used to use this one. Ginagamit ko din to sa aking damit so that there would be no cockroaches or mga daga na kakain sa mga damit. So, this is naphthalene balls. Yan. So there are usually placed in closets, or cabinets to prevent insect from destroying or living in your clothes. So ito yung ginagamit natin. So over time, itong naphthalene balls will turn to small and finally disappear. So this is an indication that it has changed from solid to gas. So matutunaw ito at maging gas. Kaya yung amoy nito ay napupunta sa mga damit kahit nilagay nyo lang sa ilalim class. So this is called sublimation. So sublimation occurs when the available heat or temperature is enough for the bands that holds the molecules of some solid substance. So everybody read this one? Okay, so heat comes from the environment and substance the water are recycled through physical chains. So yung heat coming from the sun is extremely important in the water cycle class. So as water from the oceans and other bodies of water evaporates, pag nag-evaporate yung water vapor is formed. This goes out to the atmosphere. Since the atmosphere temperature is cold, water vapor will condense into water droplets. So, pagdating niya doon sa clouds or sa atmosphere, yung na-evaporate na water will become a droplets or magiging ice crystals dahil sa malamig ito, forming clouds. So, when the clouds carry too much water droplets, pag mabigat na talaga yung dala-dala ng clouds class, yung water na yun, yun yung magiging dahilan kung bakit uulan class. So, ito yung tinatawag na the process of precipitation. So, rain that will become part again of the ocean. So, babalik na naman sa oceans yung water na na-evaporate class. So, and other bodies of water on earth. So, living things like us benefit from the process because we need water to live, right? So, now, proceed tayo sa chemical change. Everyone, read the chemical change. Okay, chemical change. Okay. So, chemical change occurs when substance react with each other, no? So, ito yung nagpo-form a completely new substance, gaya ng sinabi ko kanina in our motivational activity, that the composition of the new substance is different from those of the reacting substance. So, like for example, yung sa burning of fire, di ba, the wood, pag nagbe-burn ng wood, magiging ashes siya. So, the reaction is going and atoms of the reacting substance are rearranged. So, this arrangement will cause the formation of a new substance, which is yung ashes from wood. Pag natin siya, pag pinapoy natin yung woods, ay nagiging ashes ito. So, this arrangement will cause the formation of a new substance. So, let's take a look with this figure class. So, here, the chemical change, no? The chemical change is caused by the rearrangement of atoms of reacting the substance forming a new substance. So, let's take a look at this figure. So, this would be what will happen if we are going to, in the chemical change. So, this would be the molecules look like. So, we have here following examples of chemical change. So, first we have this picture. What do you think? Is it glass? Yes, a rusting steel or a rush. Okay, very good. This one. Yes, it's a spoon. Okay, it's actually a tarnishing of silver. Next is souring of milk. It's souring of milk, not just a milk. Okay, burning of woods. Yeah, that's right. So this condition class, no, such as the availability of oxygen and the addition of heat are necessary for chemical change to occur in materials. So these are examples of chemical change. So availability of oxygen and chemical change. So oxygen is a kind of gas, we know that, no? Oxygen is a kind of gas like carbon dioxide. So it is a gas that we and other living things breathe to live. So it's really necessary sa katawan natin, class, because without oxygen we cannot live, no? So the presence and or absence of oxygen may start a chemical change in some materials. So meron tayo dito the presence of oxygen. So some metals like iron are highly reactive to oxygen. So this is the reason why yung any metallic objects made out of iron, like the gates of your house, no? Kung may mga gates kayo sa mga bahay nyo, so yung mga metal railings, ropes, and more turns to rust. Diba nakikita nyo yung mga gate is nagra-rust siya, no? Nakita nyo ba yon? So, yeah, that is because they are exposed to air. So, that carries oxygen. Kaya nagra-rush yung gate or yung roof natin. Then, next is we have the overripe fruits. Next is overripe fruits are likely to be undesirable to consume as much as the picture shown here in this figure. So, you see the banana? So, prolonged exposure to oxygen makes some chemicals present in fruits react to it. So, kung nakikita nyo dito sa banana class, no? You see the banana here na it's overripe or hinog na talaga siya. That is because that is because of the exposure to oxygen. So make some chemicals present in fruits react to it, thereby changing the color. Kaya nag-iba yung color ng banana from yellow, it turns out to be black a little. So, at yung texture ng fruits, diba? Mas malata na yung overripe na banana. So, you get energy from eating food also. So, one digested food is turned into nutrients. So, these nutrients supply your body with energy. Diba? Kailangan natin ng nutrients sa ating katawan. Because we cannot move here, hindi kayo makakapunta ngayon sa class without nutrients. So, however, before your body can get energy from the nutrients, so complex chemical reaction must happen. So, this chemical reaction require oxygen. So, with the presence of oxygen class, energy is released from the nutrients. So, this energy is then used by our body with the power various bodily processes. Kaya nga, tayo ay nakakagalaw na ngayon because of the nutrients, no? Next is the absence of oxygen. So, fermentation. What is fermentation? Fermentation, class, is the process of using microorganism like yung mga yeast. Do you know yeast? Or bacteria. Alam niyo talaga itong bacteria. So, in making alcoholic beverage, no? Such as yung mga wines. Do you see wines already, class? Okay? Beers. Sigurado ako. No? Yung mga tatay nyo ay umiinom ng beer. So, tsaka bacteria and making dairy products like cheese and yogurt, respectively. So, as you can see, class, here, in making alcoholic beverage, no? This is how it mixes. The alcoholic beverage. So, it's struck from fruits like grapes, no? So, i-mix siya with yeast. Then, this mixture is then placed in a chamber or nilalagay siya sa container class after niya ma-mix. So, we convert sugar found in the grapes extract to alcoholic carbon dioxide. So, another kind of gas din siya, no? The alcohol is further processed. So, pinaprocess siya. And finally, bottled to be sold in the market. So, pili na siyang mabenta. So, after na ma-process na yung wine from fruits to nakalagay na sa bottle, then pili na siya i-sale. So, almost the same fermentation process is used in making cheese and yogurt. So, however, instead of using grapes as the sugar source, no? So, milk is used in the process sa cheese at saka yogurt. So, hindi kailangan ng grapes when we are going to make cheese and yogurt. So this bacteria, no? Or process instead of yeast are utilized to convert milk sugars to lactic acid. So, addition of heat and materials on chemical change, class. So, you have learned that heat can cause physical change, no? Earlier. So you have learned, class, that heat can cause physical change. In chemical change naman, the addition of heat to a material such as yung sa case na when you burn a piece of paper, no? So, the appearance of ashes and smoke are signs that chemical change has occurred. So, pag sinunog natin yung paper, then nagiging ashes siya, then there would be a smoke. So, ito yung sign na ng chemical change, class. So, na-occur na sa pagsusunog natin ng paper. So, what about when you are caramelize a sugar and bake a bread? What about when the logs are burned, class? No? When we are going to caramelize sugar and bake bread, no? Caramelized sugar is when yung pagliluto natin yung sugar na buo talaga, class, it will become a caramel, or it's like a watery na siya, hindi na siya solid yung sugar. At saka when we bake a bread, what about it, no? Tsaka yung pag biniburn natin yung logs or yung kahoy pag sinunog natin. So in this here, this is a chemical change, no? Aside from the creation of the new materials, other factors are also produced along the process of chemical reaction. So these factors are actually evidence that is chemical change has occurred in reacting materials. So, meron tayong mga evidence no, of chemical change. So, what are those evidence of chemical change? So, the following are pieces of evidence of chemical change. So, first is release or evolution of gas. Okay? Dito is yung appearance or evolution of gas is evidence na yung chemical reaction or chemical change is occurred in materials. So, gases could appear as smoke of any color or bubbles in liquid. So, the bubbles around the eggs, no? Like here in the picture, when we place the egg in a beaker with the vinegar here, as you see in this figure. So, there would be a water here. So, hindi siya water, sorry. So, it is a vinegar, no? So, nilagay yung egg here, dito sa beaker na may vinegar sa ilalim. So, the evolution of gas, this is due to the chemical reaction. So, nakita natin may bula-bula, di ba? Or bubbles. So, this is due to the chemical reaction of carbonate. So, kasi it's the vinegar have a carbon. So, the certain percent here in this eggshell as it is being dissolved in vinegar. So, this is an example of chemical change, which is release or evolution of gas. Next class is the production of heat. So, heat is also a sign of chemical change class. So, yung materials na involves in the chemical reaction can produce and give off heat as the new substance forms. Next is we have the production of light. So, a chemical change may also occur in materials that can be easily burned like paper and lights. So, like burning emits lights. Then, fourth is production of electricity or kuryente. So, do you know that batteries are powered by chemical change class? Nakakita na ba kayo ng battery?
Yes.
Of course, yeah. Nakita nyo na. So, electricity is produced from the chemical reaction or the materials present in batteries. So, the sudden release of energy during a chemical reaction can produce a sound. So, this is very evident in exploding aerial fireworks. Diba? Nakakita na kayo ng fireworks every Christmas, diba? So, as the chemicals in fireworks react, no? Pag nag-react yung chemicals sa fireworks, inside the fireworks, one another due to the presence of heat. Dahil yan sa heat. Diba pag pinapaapoyan muna natin yung fireworks para sumabog. So, colorful flashing lights are produced followed by exploding a sound. Next is change in color. Gaya nga kanina, no? Sa banana. Diba pag na-expose siya sa heat, so, change in color. Gaya nga kanina sa picture na pinakita ko, which is yung banana, which is pag grabe yung exposure niya sa air, it will become magiging different yung color ng banana because of the exposure into the air. So, during this, there would be a chemical reaction occur. So, which is yung color of the banana change na, no? Naging, na siya, like, may pagka-black, diba? So, number 6 is formation of precipitates. So, precipitates are solid particles that form as byproducts of chemical reaction. So, it usually settles at the top of the liquid solution. So, when you pour some milk into the test tube with vinegar, or sabihin natin na, pag naglagay tayo ng gaya ng pinakita ko kanina na picture, this one, no? Pag nilagyan natin ng milk, no? With vinegar, a chemical reaction occurs. So, the milk curdles and solid particles are formed in the solution class. So, the solid particles that settle out of the solution is ito yung tinatawag na precipitate, no? The formation of precipitates tells that there is a chemical changes that's taking place. So, meron tayong mga process involved in the chemical change. So, meron tayong two process involved here in chemical change. So, first is meron tayong synthesis. So, when two simple substances now chemical join to form one or more complex substance, so the process is called synthesis. So, meron tayong two examples dito, no, of natural processes. We have the lightning and the photosynthesis. You know what is lightning, right? So, it is kidlat. So, causes it causes some of the nitrogen and oxygen in the atmosphere to combine chemically and form nitrogen oxide. So, itong lightning na to, it causes some... Okay, itong lightning or kidlat gas, it causes some of the nitrogen and oxygen in the atmosphere to combine chemically and form nitrogen oxide or nitrates. So, yung nitrogen oxide or nitrates dissolve and fall to the ground as solid fertilizer. Next is meron tayong photosynthesis. So, very familiar na yung photosynthesis sa inyo, no? So, the process wherein yung water tsaka yung carbon dioxide magko-combine sila, magsama. So, chemically in the leaves of plants to produce. So, nagko-combine sila sa dahon ng plants para mag-produce ng sugar and oxygen. So, lastly is we have the decomposition. So, diba synthesis? Next is the decomposition. So, pag yung one complex substance split, pag nag-split sila, no, or break to form two or more simpler substance, so the process is called, ito yung tinatawag na decomposition. So, one example of decomposition is the decay of the dead bodies class of animals. Nakita na ba kayo ng patay na animals or plants class? So, yung pag nag-decay siya or pag sabihin natin na pag matagal na yung patay na animals is magdidecay siya, no? And as microorganism like yung mga bacteria act on them. So, there are several ways in which decomposition may occur. So, by applying heat, light, and electricity. So, with this, three, itong heat, tsaka itong light, tsaka electricity, ito yung nagiging dahilan kung bakit there is a decomposition, like for example, to the animals. So, habang tumatagal yung animals is nagdidecay siya class or natutunaw yung animals and it will become a bacteria. So, another microorganism or by their reaction to oxygen. So, we have here, first is by light and heat. Second is by electricity. Then third is by enzyme. Then fourth is by reaction with the oxygen. So paper, wood, candle, or any foil can decompose to ashes and carbon dioxide or water as they combine with oxygen in burning. So oxygen may also combine with iron to form rust. No? Again, so yung paper, wood, tsaka candle, or any foil, pag it could decompose to ashes or carbon dioxide. So, nagdidecay din yung paper, tsaka yung wood, yung candle, or any foil, no? So, into ashes or carbon dioxide or water as they combine with oxygen in burning. So, oxygen may also combine with iron to form rust, diba? Gaya ng sinabi ko kanina sa inyo class, the reason why the metal become rust, no, or nangangalawang, it because of the exposure to the air, which is the oxygen. So this is the start of metal decay. We're done. So do you have any questions or clarification, class, regarding the techniques or regarding with our discussion? If none, let's proceed to the other skills that you need to know. Okay, now that you have learned the changes of matter, we will have a game to know if you really understand the lesson. Okay? Alright, let's do the game activity. So, the game name is Quiz Gaze. So, this class will be divided into two teams. You and your group will participate and help each other class, no? So, that will showcase the knowledge and understanding of our topic today. So, the goal of the game is to get 20 points. Okay? So, whoever the team get 20 points, kung sino mauunang makakuha ng 20 points now, will be the winner. So, no worries because it's multiple choice. So, here is how to play the game. First is form two teams. Second is I will read the questions and you will guess the answer. Third is write E, B, and C and D on a clean 4 pieces of paper. So, yan ang gagamitin nyo sa pagsagot class. So, you will risk 1 paper only, mean that 1 answer lang. So, if double yung ni-risk nyo, it will be considered wrong, no? Is it clear? Okay, so whoever is first and answer the questions correctly will be given 2 points. If wrong, other group will have a chance to answer. Are you ready, children? Okay, get ready to play the game. Very good, everyone. Okay, did you enjoy our game? That is good to know. So now, class, tell me the difference of physical and chemical change. Okay, Mamadra? Okay. Very good, class. So it seems that you really understand our lesson, and most importantly, you enjoy the game activities and the lesson itself. So remember, physical change is the change in the state of matter due to the addition and removal of heat, while chemical change occurs pag new material is formed. So sa physical change it's just the same materials, but there is a physical change or nagbago yung hitsura niya, like sa cutting of paper, it's still a paper, no? Pero pag sinunog natin yung paper, there would be new substance will be formed. So like the evidence or signs that matter changes chemically are the evolution or production of heat, no? Production of light, the release of gas or bubbles. So the formation of curdling, precipitates, yung mga production of electrical energy, matching yung pagbabago ng kulay, tsaka production of sounds. So this is chemical change, no? Chemical change also involves the synthesis or combination of materials or the composition of materials. Now, since we're done with our lesson, so I will give activity. So you need to analyze the following statement. Write A if the statement is about physical change, or B naman pag it is about chemical change. Is that clear? Okay, number 1. Jason observed the curdling of milk after mixing it into vinegar. What is the correct answer? Yes, it's letter B, chemical change. Natakal din natin to kanina. Number 2, Denise dries her wet clothes on a clothes line. Yes, very good. It's letter A, physical change. Okay, very good, everyone. Now, before we going to dismiss our class, I will give you class an assignment that you will be passed or submitted next meeting natin or tomorrow. Okay? So this would be your assignment. So you need to tell how to include each item to make physical and chemical change. So a sample is given already. Okay, that's all, everyone. So goodbye, class. Okay, see you tomorrow.